guys? It is your boy, the one and only Officer Israel, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Be Real with Officer Israel. Today we're going to talk about a subject that I like to call Don't Be Afraid to Be You. That's the topic of today's discussion. Again, don't be afraid to be you. So let's get right into it because I'm not going to be before you guys long. Um, throughout the world, right? You look at Instagram, you got all these features and all these different programs on Instagram that modifies the way you look physically. And I don't know the reason why it is, but all I know is don't ever be afraid to let someone see the natural you. Like me myself personally, I don't too much like getting on the camera because, well, first and foremost, I have a disability. For those of you who don't know, I have a condition known as cerebral palsy, which impedes my ability to walk or stand. Now, does that mean I'm paralyzed? No. A lot of people get that confused with being paralyzed. I'm not paralyzed. I can feel and or move all my extremities to a certain degree, but I just can't walk. And for a long time, I've been down and depressed about me not being able to do certain things. But I had to wake up one morning and tell myself to not be afraid to be me. Don't be afraid to be you. That's what you have to tell yourself every morning. Whether you're blind, whether you're paralyzed, you have to find some type of um, thing that's going to make you stand out and make you feel better about yourself. Like I was saying about Instagram. On Instagram, you have all these features that modifies the way you look. No, sister, that's not the way you look. Um, you're very dark skinned. So how in the hell on your Instagram picture or on all your Instagram photos you have this social makeup, social media makeup that you put over your natural look. Why is that? Because you don't feel comfortable about yourself, especially sisters. Sisters, if God made your hair woolly, if God made your hair kinky, stop putting the blonde hair in your head. Now, most of you may disagree with me, but hey, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not telling you what to do. It's just a recommendation. Stop doing it because that shows that what? You are afraid to be you. Don't ever worry about what people thinks about your kinky hair. If if you don't know what to do with your hair, YouTube it. YouTube how you do your hair, how you do your natural hair. For too long, I have been seeing sisters modifying their hair, even brothers have nice dreads, but for some reason, in their mind, they want to put blonde tips on the dread. Or for sisters, for some reason, you want to wear a blue wig, a yellow wig, a blonde wig. And I understand that it may be more easier to do that, but you modify yourself. That's not the real you. So, again, today's message is don't be afraid to be you. Here's another thing. Even with myself, when I was growing up, I always try to take a picture, and I still catch myself doing it sometimes. I always try to take a picture with my eyes squinted like this so that someone could barely see my lazy eyes here. But now, granted, I didn't grow up having lazy eyes. I don't know if it was because I was too close to the TV growing up, or I don't know if it's due to the cerebral palsy, but something caused my eyes to be very lazy. My eyes used to be straight. But what am I doing now to fix that? I'm learning to be okay with it. Of course, I could wear glasses, and maybe I should wear glasses. But this goes right along with the topic. Do never be afraid to be you, ladies and gentlemen, whether you're white, black, blue, or yellow. When I was growing up, I always try to fit in. But what I noticed is that a lot of times, if I was made to fit in from the beginning, meaning if God created me to fit in certain situations in society, I would have been popular by now. I used to go through school, seeing all the popular kids, get attention. Everybody know them. Everybody's hanging out at their table. But for some reason, I felt like we, the special needs kids, I felt like we were looked at as, oh, they're slow. They're in special ed. Now, granted, I was in special ed. I was in special ed. I graduated high school in in classes of special ed. But does that mean that I'm not a cool person because I was in special ed? No, you have to be you, and that's what I'm learning to do today. I'm learning to be me and not being so afraid to be in front of the camera just because of a disability. Um, so some people may be a dwarf or a midget, and I don't mean no harm when I say dwarf. I apologize in advance. I don't mean no harm, but whatever stature you are, learn to be you, and stop thinking that no one is gonna like you because you don't have the picture that way, or you're not this tall, or you don't look like that. One thing about me, one thing that attracts me to a woman is, guess what, her ability to love herself. When you go out and modify yourself, sisters, that doesn't that doesn't turn me on in the sense of wanting to get to know you as far as building a family with you. That lets me know that there's something going on in your mind that makes you think that I'm okay with you going on a date with you with blue hair in your head. Um, you barely see anybody else doing that. But when it comes to my people, when I speak, I'm speaking for all people, but mainly I'm speaking for my people because my people has a tendency to cover the way they look up via social media. Like, for example, say if a brother is dating a sister, right? And on Instagram, the sister looks beautiful. She's bad. He's showing all his homeboys like, yo, look what I found. Yeah, this is shorty right here. This is shorty. But only to come to find out that when they get acquainted with each other, or they may say 6 months later they might start courting and fooling around, being intimate with each other. Then one night, the brother just happened to wake up to go to the bathroom, and he turned on the light, or in the let's just say in the morning. In the morning, the brother rolled over, and he can't even recognize his sister. Why? Because she has taken that filter off. She has taken that filter of that makeup off, and now the brother sees the real her. And believe it or not, a lot of brothers divorce sisters just because of that. And sisters are good at hiding that for a long time. But the message of the moral of the story is, no matter who you are, no matter what you look like, learn to be yourself. Because if you don't learn to be yourself, you would never be confident enough to actually try to come on to someone. Now, when I say come on to someone, I don't mean just for sexual purpose. I mean for some, if you don't love yourself, how can you allow your better half to love you if you do end up finding someone, right? So you have to learn to love yourself and don't modify yourself. Now, in life, we do have to learn to modify certain situations. We do have to learn to make sacrifices. But when I talk about modifying, I'm talking about the physical way you look or wanting to hide just because you look a certain way. Like me, I got a big head. I'm pretty sure you guys can see my head. Look at my head. I got a big ass head. But does that mean someone is gonna not like me because of my big ass head? No. there's somebody that God made out there for everybody. There's somebody out there that likes me for my big ass head. There's somebody out there that likes me because of my lazy eyes. Not just because of my lazy eyes. It's my personality, of course. You know, your character carries you a long way. But excuse my lips, guys. My lips are kind of chapped, but that's neither here nor there. But somebody's gonna like me because of my personality and my lazy eyes. You know, so you may say a sister may not like you because your hand is withered. Your hand is bent. You can't use your hand like that, or one of your legs may be shorter than the other. Uh, you know, one of your eyes may be bigger than the other. You may be 23 and have to wear false teeth because of a certain condition you had ever since you were younger. You may be one of those that were born without limbs. But because you were born without limbs, does that make you non-effective? Because you were born without limbs, does that make someone shy away from you? Now, I'm pretty sure it does in certain instances, because some people never seen no one like that in person. But there's always going to be that one person that's going to love you for you no matter what. And you're going to have those people on social media that says, oh, he just likes her because of her money, or she just likes him because of this. No. Even the scripture lets you know that it's not good that the man should be alone. So what does that tell you? No matter how God made you, he's already made someone for you. You just have to do what you have to do to find him or her. And sisters, when it says that the man shouldn't be alone, it's talking about you too. The Bible is just written in a masculine form. So love the way you are. Like I said, me myself personally, I love natural women. I love natural women and when I say natural, I'm talking about, it's nothing wrong with a little bit of makeup, but don't come to me with all that stuff packed on your face and expecting us to go on a date. I don't want that. I want to see the real you. You know, the scripture says, as the mind is, so is the body. You understand? So if you're covering up if you're so used to covering up your face, what is that saying most of the time? It's something about yourself that you do not like. Either now, some of us have grown up without. Some of us have grown up with brutal parents that will tell you, "Oh, girl, you need to get your hair done. Your hair looks a mess." Well, all you got to do is comb it and put it into like go back to the early '80s, I believe. With the fro, what's wrong with the fro? But nowadays on social media, you got this sister look like that sister look like that sister, but nobody looks natural. But like I said, some of us might have had that grandmother or that mother that says things like, oh, you need to get your hair done. Now, as soon as you put a blonde wig in your hair, oh, baby, that hair looks good. That looks good on you. Or, I done seen it for myself. A sister will wear a bonnet and talking about, oh, I'm sorry, my hair look a mess. I don't want you to see it. But as soon as she put on that blonde hair, she would call her boyfriend or her man on FaceTime and be like, babe, how I look. And he's so used to the society looking like that, he thinks, yeah, you look sexy. No, you don't. You hate yourself. Our people are so conditioned to hating themselves that they don't even know that when they're on Instagram putting filters over their picture, they don't even see that as hate. And some of you listening to me right now, you don't see that as hate because it's norm to hate yourself. It's the norm to hate yourself. But it's so bad nowadays, y'all, that when I do see a sister with natural hair, it makes me smile in a sense like I just done found some type of golden treasure. You know what I'm saying? You don't really see sisters with natural hair no more. You don't even see sisters wearing dresses like they used to. Everybody want to wear spandex. Now, sisters, this is not a shot to you, but I'm just speaking from a man's point of view. Now, I know I'm probably going to get some hate comments or whatever. I may not get no comments at all. But either or, the message is still the same. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love the way God made you. And a part of loving the way God made you is loving your hair, loving your eyes, loving your lips. However God made you, don't modify it. Of course, you can make yourself smell good, look good. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of makeup. Brothers, there's nothing wrong with I can't even think about nothing for the brothers. But there's nothing wrong with your lazy eyes. There's nothing wrong with you having a bald head. If your hair falls out at the top and you just got this right here on the sides, then that's the way the Lord intended. But that don't mean, oh, my hair is going bald in the middle or my hair is going bald in the back, so I'm just gonna shave it off. No. Learn to be okay with how you are. One of my arms is bigger than the other one. My right arm is withered. Let me show you. See that? See how my hand look? But look at this one. Look at this one. This one is okay, right? Now, does that mean I'm gonna hide? Does that mean I should hide my right arm because it's kind of withered or messed up looking? No, I still use it. I just don't use it as much as I use my left hand. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about what am I gonna do? Go to the doctor and get this arm amputated because it's not functioning right like my left hand? No. Who am I? Who am I to mar what God put me in? Who am I to do that? I could, but for what? When I still could use it. Whenever I do get married, my wife may love me. My wife may love me and my lazy eyes and my big nose and my big lips and my messed up hand. That's the mindset that you have to have. But again, because we don't love ourselves, or we never learn how to love ourselves, we're so worried about what the world may think. When all in all, you have to learn to love yourself and stop modifying yourself to fit in. This is not a picture. If you can't fit in the frame, hey, don't fit in. You know, sisters, yes, that girl may be light skinned. But does that mean you're not gonna get a man because she's light skinned and you're not? No. The brother that you wanted may just like light skinned women. Maybe that's some now light skinned sisters, this is no shot to y'all, but maybe the brother got some type of mental hang up of his own that's causing him to only like light skinned women. Does that mean you're out of the picture, dark skinned sister? No. I don't discriminate as far as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Now, I do stay with my own race. If you're not if you're not a so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American, I can't do it. But that's neither here nor there. You know, everybody have their own thing that they like. You know what I'm saying? But, sister, just, and there are a lot of situations where the brother will date a light-skinned sister or maybe even a so-called Caucasian because that's his mindset. But that don't mean you gotta go and modify it. The one of the biggest things that hurt my feelings every time I see it is beautiful black brothers and sisters that modify themselves or try to put skin bleaching cream on or some type of skin bleaching ointment just to look like another race or look like another person. No, don't do that. And for all you other races out there, y'all gotta love y'allself too. I'm not just talking about my race, but again, I'm talking about my race because it's more prevalent in my community. I see it with some of my cousins. I see it with some of my closest relatives. Soon as she take that hair out of that lace front out her head, she go right in the bathroom, do this here, and put the bonnet on. Some of us be all in Walmart with the bonnet on because we can't stand to let other people see our natural hair. Because our thing is, well, I don't know how to do my natural hair, but you just spent two to 300, maybe more dollars on another race of people hair. Do y'all realize that those Indian people literally cut that hair off their head and they sew it together and sell it to you? And you wonder why you got different spirits on you. Brother, let me give y'all some game real quick. If your woman if let me see how to say this. Brother, if you come home, if you got a girlfriend or a wife, I'm gonna just say a wife, because that sounds better to me. If you got a wife and she just got her hair did, and you notice that her, and you know that she ordered that hair from somewhere, or she purchased the hair and got it put on her head, and she come home with a different attitude, that's because she got other racist demons on her. What y'all don't realize is that before they sell those wigs and weaves to our people, they pray to their God, and and whatever their spirit is dealing with, that hair is connected to their spirit. So when they shave that hair off and they pray to their God, whatever spirit they're dealing with, when your girlfriend or your wife put that hair on top of her head, she's gonna have that spirit on her. That's why you sisters and you brothers, we have to learn how to love ourselves. We have to learn how to love ourselves. Love yourself. When you learn to love yourself, I guarantee you, your skin will get better. The way you feel about yourself will get better. Everything will get better when you get better. Yep. And it's not gonna be easy because, like I said, some of us grew up with those parents that all they did was tell you that you're ugly. All they did was tell you that you're no good. All they did was tell you that you would never amount to nothing. But listen, I'm gonna give all of us some advice, including myself. Um, Here's what you do. Every morning you wake up after you wash your behind and everything like that. Every morning when you wake up, find you something that's gonna motivate you to keep pushing. That's gonna motivate you to brush your teeth. That's gonna motivate you to wake up and take a bath. That's gonna motivate you to eat healthy. That's gonna motivate you that you're beautiful. That's gonna motivate you that you look like Christ. That's gonna motivate you that you look like God. That's gonna motivate you to let you know that, to remind you that you are a son and daughter of the Most High God. That's going to motivate you that you are a king on this earth. That's going to motivate you that you are a princess of this earth. For example, sticky notes. If you're feeling down about yourself, write nice words to yourself on those sticky notes. Put some in the bathroom, in the kitchen, in your room, on the walls, in the front room. If you believe in God, read the scriptures. Those of you who are deeply connected to me, if you need some motivational scriptures, hit me up on social media. For those of you who already got it. If you got my phone number, hey, if you're feeling down about yourself, hit me up. We can go over encouraging scriptures together. The Bible is the book of life. Is the book of life. But whatever we need to do to motivate ourselves, let's go ahead and do that. Like, tomorrow or Monday, I'm gonna try to get a haircut and get my beard and stuff shaved. You guys see how I'm looking. So if you guys gotta come back to this video and let it motivate you, let it be done. You guys see my garbage can in the background and everything. I don't care. Why? Because I want to be used as an advocate to get this ball rolling. You know, let's learn to love ourselves, ladies and gentlemen, whether you're white, black, blue, or yellow. Let's learn to love ourselves. And how do we learn to love ourselves? I know it may be hard for certain sisters and certain brothers, but try putting a picture on social media if you do have social media. If you like taking pictures, sisters, try at least just one time. Do it for me. No, not for me. Scratch that. Do it for yourself. Do it for God. Try putting Try putting a picture on social media without a filter. And don't do it for a like. Do it for yourself. Don't do it to get attention. Do it to see how it makes you feel. And it ain't gotta be for the whole day. But just do it. Like Nike say, just do it. Just do it. Do it to love you. Same thing for the brothers. Brothers, if you got a problem with the way your eyes look like I do, go force yourself to look at yourself in the mirror. Like right now, I'm looking at myself on the video. Do you think I'm comfortable looking at myself on the video with my eyes going every which way? No. But I'm forcing myself to love myself. Because everybody can tell, anybody can tell you to love yourself, but until you start to apply the action, it's never going to happen. So if I have to be the advocate, one of the advocates, or one of the one of the sacrifices, or one of the what's the word that I'm looking for? I can't think. If I have to be the father of it or the beginning of it, then let it be so. But the moral of the story, as I keep saying, ladies and gentlemen, let's learn to love ourselves. Take those filters off. Sisters, wear your natural hair, please. I'm begging you. All you so-called, all you beautiful sisters out there, all you blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, Caucasians, and whatever race, we real men, we're looking for real natural women. And I'm not just talking about on your pictures. I'm talking about the way you speak. It's okay to be quiet sometimes. It's okay to not have the last word. Sisters, I know the way some of you grew up, your parents didn't talk to you right, or your father wasn't in your life, or maybe you seen your father jumping on your mother all the time. But that doesn't mean you have to be that same way. Take those Timberland boots off. Learn to be feminine. It's okay. It's not slavery to be in submission to your man. I didn't say a nigga, excuse my word, but I didn't say an N word. I said a man, to be in submission to your man. You know, it's gonna be hard, but that's how you learn how to love yourself too. But before you get a man, you have to learn how to love yourself, so that when your man do come along, you can recognize that he's a man and not a N-word, or not a bum that's just gonna put his hand on you like your father did your mother. I understand there's many reasons why sisters and brothers put filters on themselves mentally and spiritually. So, guys, let's work on getting those filters off of our minds and off of our pictures. And physically, okay? We have to learn to love one another, because if we don't, how can we love someone else when we don't love ourselves? So learn to be you. I'm not saying just walk out of the house looking like anything. Fix yourself up. But the moral of the story, when you change your mind, you change your surroundings. I'm going to say it again. When you change your mind, you change your surroundings. And when you change your mind, you're going to change the way we have to change the way we think, because our mind thinks evil all the time. Believe it or not, our mind do think evil. Let me give you an example. Where do you think the spirit of stealing come from? You don't just, most of us just don't wake up in the morning and think about stealing. It has to be premeditated, meaning it starts from the mind first. So if you don't think that you're beautiful, if you don't think that you love the way you look, or if you don't think, you know what, today I'm not going to modify myself on that picture, then you're going to modify yourself. As a man thinketh, so is he. Meaning, whatever you think in your mind will bleed through your body, will bleed through your physical view, your physical point. So we have to learn to change our mind before we change anything else. Sometimes I don't like to look at myself in the mirror, but guess what? I force myself to do it. I speak to myself and everything. Now, some of you may think it's crazy, but I don't care what you think. I'm doing what I need to do to reprogram my mind. I get up in the morning, sometimes say, hey, shalom, brother, most high in Christ bless you. In layman's terms, that mean, hey, how you doing today? May God bless you. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking to myself because that helps motivate me and remind me that I am a king on this earth, that I am handsome. Above how my hair, now I know my hair could look a mess sometimes. Like now, my beard needs to be shaved. My mustache needs to be trimmed. But does that take away from who I really am as a person? No. As the mind is, so is the body. Now, true, now, brothers, I know you can attest to this too. When we finally do get a haircut, don't it feel like we can just hit 1,000 backflips? Like, who you telling? Listen, let me tell you something. A brother could be homeless, but whenever he see himself with a haircut, whenever he finally do get that haircut and something to eat, that motivates him. It probably brings him to tears, most of them. Why? Because a haircut, you getting yourself together, or finally, for a homeless man, finally having that meal, that means a lot to him. And he's going to take time and treasure that meal and honor that meal and spend time with that meal, just like having a first date. Just like having your first baby. To that homeless man, that's like finally having a child after all these years of trying. And then when somebody take him and actually give him a haircut and everything else, it motivates him. It makes him to never want to go back out there in them streets again and sleep on cardboard. So spiritually, that's the same way we should be when it comes to us loving the way we look. When we get up in the morning, we should say, you know what? Sisters and brothers, I'm going to get my hair done naturally today. I'm going to get up and do this and do that. I'm going to get up and cook me something to eat today. I'm going to get up and go outside today and see the beautiful sun. Or I'm going to get up and be around my family today. Even your family, now, some of our family members are playing evil. We all got those family members that's playing evil. Just keeping it real. But those of our family members who are good spirited, they're even gonna see. They're even gonna say things like, "Oh, you're out today? Oh, look at you! You look beautiful today." For you sisters and brothers, I haven't seen you. You ain't been out of that house in 6 months. It's good to see you. Where you going today? You look nice. Oh, I'm just spinning the block. Okay, you know you need to get out more. You gonna start hearing things like that because you're gonna start realizing, damn, I've been in that house a long time, or damn, this how people respond to me when I step out. And you probably haven't even got your hair done yet. But it's the point of people seeing you because you decided to do what? Change your mind. So when you change your mind, you change everything else. So um, learn to love you. Learn to be you. At the end of the day, let's all learn to be us. Now again, we can and we do supposed to modify ourselves as far as looking good. But as far as putting on filters on your picture or trying to look this way, like I was saying, squinching my eyes up so people won't see my lazy eyes, that's not us. If your eyes are lazy, hell, let them be lazy. The hell with what somebody got to say. Because if you don't love yourself, whatever negative somebody's gonna say is gonna bother you. And some of us have committed suicide just off of the thought of what somebody said. Let's not worry about that. You know, I don't care if you used to be on crack or if you used to be on drugs or alcohol. You don't do it no more. If you are doing it now, stop doing it. You know, and I know it's hard to I know it's better. I know it's better said than I know it's easier said than done. But brother, sister, you can do it. Motivate yourself. Love yourself and learn to be the natural you. Drugs is not the natural you, sister, brother. Alcohol is not the natural you. You're trying to be somebody else. So learn to be you. Sisters, try to go a day or two without putting filters on your picture because you are a beautiful woman. Brothers, try to go a day or two without putting filters on your picture because you are a handsome brother. Be yourself. All right. So with that being said, guys, that was another edition of Let's Be Real with Officer Israel. I'm gonna try to do these every Tuesday. Lord's will, every Tuesday. All right. Remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe, as it will help me reach my goal of 1K subscribers, and it will help me rank a little higher on YouTube. Again, this has been another edition of Let's Be Real with Officer Israel. And you guys know how I like to say it. Stay positive, stay productive, but most importantly, guys, let's all stay away from negativity, okay? Until next time, I will see you soon. Stay safe and peace out.